Well, today we're going to continue with our series on the basic principles of science of mind. And today I want to talk about spiritual mind treatment. So first, let's reflect back. Science of mind is a philosophy that combines spiritual principles with the insights of science and the opinions of philosophy to provide a comprehensive understanding of life and human experience. Ernest Holmes took the best of his time on religion, on science, on philosophy, and brought them together in a way that became practical for us to be able to use this, because just to understand something without the ability to use, there is no purpose. I'm not one that likes to talk about things just for the sake of talking. I like to talk about and discover practical ways that I take back my power and I create my most expansive life. So, Ernest Holmes said science of mind or spiritual mind treatment is the art, the act, and the science of using the creative law for the purpose of producing a definite, objective, manifest result. So let's break that down. He says spiritual mind treatment, which is treating the mind, it's an art. It's also an act. It's an action that you're taking. And it's the science. In other words, it can be used over and over again and generate results because it's proven. And what you're doing is you're using the creative law, the very power that created everything that is available to you. And you're using that law for the purpose of producing a definite result, a result that you have consciously and objectively chosen for yourself. And you're bringing it into actual experience. It could be a result of health. It could be a result on abundance. It could be a result on relationships. It could be a result on anything. The creative power that you have availability to use has no limits. So let's talk about this idea, spiritual mind treatment. What is treatment? First, the basis of all treatment is that your subconscious mind is a part of the mind of God. It's a part of the mind of infinite. Your mind is a drop of water in the ocean. Your point of consciousness is a point of consciousness within the infinite consciousness that is life. Treatment is the science of inducing within the infinite mind a concept of a desired consequence. That's right. Within the infinite mind, you're inducing a consequence, an outcome. And when you do it and you follow the science, your outcome becomes assured. Treatment is also a directive action to the subconscious mind. You are literally taking the subconscious mind and you're pointing it toward that which you desire. Now the key thing is, when you use a directive action, to the degree that it is directive will be the degree in which it demonstrates. The clearer the treatment, the clearer the direction, the clearer the directive, the clearer the mental image that you put into the subconscious mind, the greater your ability to create precisely as you would choose. A treatment is simple, it's concrete, and it's practical. Its purpose is to simply shift one's mental attitude, one's mental image, one's mental atmosphere. That's it. So in Science of Mind, we teach a formula that involves 5 steps. And so I want to walk you through them so you get the basis of what it is. Treatment is a process of convincing your mind of a new an intended result. It's also done so to create the power, the feeling, the knowing behind it. So what we've come up with here are 5 steps to a successful treatment when done appropriately. The first step is the step of recognition. Recognition is the process of knowing there is one universal creative intelligence. One. And this intelligence is omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. That means it's always present. It's always here. There's no place it is not. It is everywhere. Omniscient, meaning it is all-knowing. It has all wisdom. It is everything that could be thought, would be thought, could possibly ever thought. It is it. And omnipotent, meaning it is all-powerful. There is nothing that can go against it. So when we're doing the recognition statement, it's basically a statement that God is. God is everything. God is all-knowing. God is all-powerful. God has always been. God has always will be. You can change and substitute the word God with infinite intelligence, universal mind. It doesn't matter. Whatever feels comfortable for you. So the recognition statement is affirming as much as you can, getting yourself into a state that God is. From there, once we've identified that God is all, that God is infinite, God is everything, we now move into step 2. Step 2 is unification. Unification recognizes the connection between the individual, you, and universal intelligence, and that there is no way to separate the two. Just contemplate it. In the first step, we said God is all, infinite, all-knowing, everywhere present, all-powerful. If that's the case, then you are a creation of God, out of God, by God, and are still part of God. Because God becomes whatever it creates. It's the only thing that can happen. So in the unification statement, in the state of being one, we know that we are one with the God. We are one with the infinite. We know we are one with universal intelligence. We know we are one with infinite power. And when we know that, we understand that the very oneness that God is what is responding to the nature of our thought. So I know that I'm one with infinite intelligence. And as I am one with infinite intelligence, its power and my power are the same power. Its mind and my mind are the same mind. I know because of my oneness that I'm not limited by anything because the infinite is not limited. It's the illusion of the ego and the body combined that creates limitation. Spiritual mind treatment is to treat the mind to know its oneness, to know its power, to know that it is free and it is unlimited. These are the 2 most important steps of spiritual mind treatment. They're actually the same as meditation. Meditation is to get into the state of knowing the oneness of all that is. Once you're in that state, then we go to step 3. Step 3 is the realization step within treatment. Realization is a declaration. It's a description of our desired outcome that we wish to see in our life now. It's not about in the future. It's not about in the past. We don't deal with the future and the past. Why? Because it doesn't exist. The divine only exists in the now. In reality, we only exist in the now. The memories we can bring forward, but they're not real. They're just memories. They're just thoughts that we've held on to. Again, attachment comes into play. But realization is, what is the picture you've created about what you want your life to be? What is the picture you've created about your body? What is the picture that you've created about your health? Have you clearly defined it? So realization, to give you an idea, let's take the idea of health. So in realization, when I'm doing a spiritual mind treatment, I'm saying that my mind and my body live in universal harmony with all that is. And as I'm in harmony with all that is, I can only experience perfect health, because perfect health is a natural expression of the One. I also know that I have perfect assimilation, elimination, circulation, and breathing. I know that my body lives and breathes and functions as a healthy, virile, 25-year-old male athlete. I know that. I am creating the mental image of my life and my body. I create that image. And the clearer the image that I create, the clearer the demonstration in my life. So it's important to take the time to fully describe the infinite right here and right now. So once I've created the image, I've completed the realization statement, then the only thing left for me to go, because I know I'm one with God. I know that it is eternal. It's everywhere present, all-powerful, all-knowing. I've created a mental image, knowing that to be my truth. Then in this next step, step 4 of Thanksgiving, it's in this step that we express gratitude for the realization of our desired outcome. This step reinforces our belief that our desired outcome is now ours. Gratitude simply affirms that we've created. Everything in your life, every experience, when you go to bed at night and you're giving thanks, you're saying, I'm grateful that I created that experience in my life. Gratitude is sort of like, it just affirms you're knowing the truth about yourself. So in gratitude, I would say, I give thanks for my perfect health now. All treatment is done in the now. It is not done in the future, because there is no future. There's only now. So I declare there's God now. I declare my oneness with God now. I create my realization statement now. I give thanks now. And once I'm done with the gratitude, I now move into the last and final step, release. In this final step, we release our treatment into the power of universal creative intelligence, knowing and trusting that our desired result is brought forth. I love the release statement, because it is here that I know that we are done. I've done everything necessary, and now I let it go. I release this to the power of the law, knowing it is done, and so it is. And when I've done an effective treatment, I don't have to do it again. If my doubt comes up, I do more treatment. How long does a treatment last? As long as it takes to convince yourself that you are one with the infinite and that your desired result is now. Sometimes it's fast. Sometimes it may take days. There are times when I treat over and over and over again until I get it. And you know when you know you've gotten it? When the result you're treating for is now demonstrating in your life. Ernest Holmes said, spiritual mind treatment can be used for a wide range of purposes, including health, prosperity, relationships, personal growth. It's based on the belief that by aligning one's thoughts and consciousness with the truth of the desired outcome, the individual is effectively participating in the creative process of the universe, which responds to these directed thoughts and beliefs. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to be with anyone. The power you are seeking is right where you are. Spiritual mind treatment is getting clear that the power is there, and then giving that power a direction, an image, a likeness, a mold. And then that creative power, when you believe it, The infinite knows that it believes it through you, and it demonstrates in your life now. If you don't believe me, and I hope you don't, at least I hope you have a bit of excitement about the possibility of trying this, anticipating. Try this for yourself. See how it works. Pick an area of life. Pick money. Start treating that abundance flows to and through you. Know that. You can find more and more videos like this on my YouTube channel. So tune in. But like I say each and every week, don't believe a word I say. Prove it for yourself. Then you own it. And then you can say, I am one with the infinite, and the power of the infinite responds to me. And when I treat my mind creates for me. I look forward to hearing the magnificent demonstrations that you create in your life. Do write me and let me know. Until next week, make it a great one.